It's your boy Kerry Too Smooth, and I made this review video because PRS, the good friends at PRS, sent me this guitar and asked for my honest feedback. So in this feedback video, you're gonna see my honest opinion of how, when I initially pulled it out of the box, what I thought about it, playing ability, what it sounds like, what I suggested for somebody, because I want you to know from the real of the real. I'm gonna give you that real of the real. And I think it's a great opportunity for you to get a chance to see behind the veil exactly what this guitar can do. You can see it from my playing style, hear how it sounds, the clarity, the quality of whatever, and what I suggest. So I wanted to make this video so that way you can understand, watch it all the way through, because I drop a lot of tidbits where you can hear what I think, my suggestions. So I wanted to hop on here and let you know exactly what you're getting ready to watch. You're getting ready to watch my review video on the PRS Hollowbody 2 Piezo. All right, have a good one.
All right, so today I'm going to be reviewing the PRS, Piezo, wherever you're from, Hollowbody 2. And initially when I see this guitar, it's a very beautiful guitar. I love the fact that they made it in an SE model, which is way more affordable, especially for the guitarist who's doesn't have the budget to really buy their high-end stuff or whatever. This is a really good guitar, made really solidly. It plays really nicely. One thing I love about this guitar is its versatility. So it has the two pickups in it. I believe they're like 58 15s. They sound incredible with the Piezo system in the bridge. So what I love about this also is the versatility of this guitar. So for those guys who are playing like R&B, who want to try to, have multiple guitars that are like a really workhorse, that play acoustic kind of vibes, especially those guys that are in church that play more of a CCM kind of vibe, this is a perfect guitar for you. This is something that I wish that, that I would have had, especially playing for different CCM artists or whatever. This is a very versatile guitar because it can do a lot. It sounds great, especially for R&B, but it sounds great also in a worship setting. So let's just talk about the guitar real quick. It's got a three-way switch on it, three-way selector, neck, middle, and bridge, which I like. Also for the first volume switch or whatever, works for the two pickups in the electronic system. And this is a universal tone. And this last knob right here works for the volume for the piezo, the acoustic siding of it in the rear part of the guitar, which is really great. So depending on looking at the two mixes or whatever, you have the magnetic pickups, which are just these two pickups. If you have that plugged in, then you really want to focus in on just using the volume and the tone. You want to focus in on that. Now, if you have it mixed right here in the first pickup, you can use a blend between the electronics and the acoustic within the guitar. It's a really cool situation because you're able to blend all the things together. This guitar is a really great workhorse, and I like the playability of this kind of guitar. I was really impressed when I pulled it out of the box, number one, aesthetically how it looks, but then the playability. I'm gonna post what the actual specs are in the description so that way you can get the actual specs of the guitar, but this is just like me pulling it out of the box and me playing it. I love the way that it sounds. It's great also for those guys who like to do recordings, who are session players, that sometimes you have to bring multiple guitars to a session. This is a way to kind of cut down on you bringing multiple guitars and really to have the functionality of having one or two guitars versus bringing a whole slew of guitars. I know me as a guitar player and a producer, this is something that I like to have in my home setting because it allows me to do exactly what I need to do for any kind of session. And for teaching, the playability of this guitar, again, I cannot stress that. Most guitars that I've seen, especially in the SE models, don't really always play and sound the way that I want them to sound. This guitar definitely does. And I know I had my eye initially on the Hollowbody 2 Piezo system, and I think I was looking at the price point for the first, the high end. I was like, man, it's a beautiful guitar, but there's no way. So I love the fact that they made a line that's more affordable, that's not going to necessarily break your pocket or break the bank. You're not going to have to mortgage your house in order to get it. So that's one thing I'm really grateful about this guitar. This guitar is really great. As you can see, just even the attention to detail on the back and the side binding, it's incredible. To me, you don't see guitars like that for this particular price point. For those guys that are trying to figure out should I get it, should I not get it, I say you should get it. I feel like it's a good guitar that's really going to be versatile and work really well for the working musician, or for the guy that's really it's a graduation present, something you want to do really nice for your family member, your husband who's that hobbyist who's digging in and really wants something really nice. I feel like this is a great guitar for him because it can do so much. So that's my take on the Hollowbody 2 SC Piezo. Piezo, depending what side of the planet you're from. I don't want to say it the wrong way and somebody's like attacking me for that, but I feel like this is a great guitar. It's very lightweight, so that's another thing that I love about it, the fact that it's lightweight. So if I'm on stage or if I'm just performing, I don't have to worry about getting neck fatigue. That's another thing that happens a lot of times with guitars. You get neck fatigue, and this is another way to cut down on neck fatigue. So this is a very beautiful guitar. The playability in this guitar is incredible, what it can do. So my take on it is, if you have the funds and if you're in the market of looking for a guitar more of a higher end than what you have, like say, this is a great guitar to actually invest in. I feel like you'll be really happy with what this guitar can do. All right, now, so I want to demonstrate what the guitar can do, right? So I'm going to play with just the electronic pickups. I'm not going to do anything that's going to have it mixed in. So I'm just going to play in the first selector switch on the neck, but I'm going to play with just the pickups. So as you can see, there's like a lot of versatility and just clean with these particular pickups. Now I'm going to play in the middle. And then the bridge. As you can see, I have this just for the magnetic. So that's this last actual insert right here where you put your instrument cable. Now the first one is where you want to do for the piezo or piezo, depending on where you're from, for the acoustic sound. So I'll do that now. So I'll cut my volume all the way down for my electronics. And remember, this is the volume right here for the acoustic. So I'm plugged into my laptop and going through Pro Tools. And one thing I love about this is with this system right here, I can start to blend these two in. So I'm going to blend them in together so that way I get a nice sound that I want out of the two guitars. So. And so you can hear how it responds with overdrive. Because I know some guys are always asking that question, like, how does it respond with overdrive? This is how it sounds with overdrive. All right, so now I'm gonna play along with the track so that way you get a vibe and a feel for how it sounds when I'm playing along with the track.